What is up, guys? Welcome back to my channel, and today we're going to be getting into my Metro Atlantic Athletic Conference Tournament predictions video here. This is our final one of the day. I believe this is our 27th in total, so a lot of these that we've been going through. But anyway, guys, let's get into these standings here. Starting out with number 1 seed Quinnipiac. They finished 15-5 in conference play. 2-seeded Fairfield finishing 14-6 in conference play. Then we get 3-seeded Marist finishing 12-8 in conference play, tied up with 4-seeded Rider and 5-seed St. Peter's. All of those teams 12-8 in conference play. Then you get to the first round games with 6-seeded Niagara finishing 11-9 in conference play. 7-seed Iona finishing 10-10 in conference play. 8-seeded Mount St. Mary's finishing 9-11 in conference play. And then 9-seeded Canisius, I believe. I searched that up before the video. I believe that's how you pronounce it. Canisius or something like that. Hopefully I did it credit, but they're 8-12 in conference play. Then 10-seeded Manhattan finishing 4-16 in conference play, and 11 seed Siena finishing 3-17 in conference play. Okay, but let's get into our predictions here, starting out with Canisius versus Mount St. Mary's. 8 versus a 9 seed. Let's take a look. On the 15th, Mount St. Mary's beat them by 5. The 5th of January, that was at Mount St. Mary's. And then Canisius beat St. Mary's by 5 on the 1st. So it's been an even matchup each time these teams have played. It's honestly just a toss-up here. I am going to go with Mount St. Mary's to win this one over Canisius. So yeah, let's go with that one, just so I don't have to pronounce the 9-seeded name anymore, because I know for a fact I'm probably getting it wrong. But anyway, moving on, we got 7-seeded Iona taking on 10-seeded Manhattan. Obviously, Iona was Rick Pitino's old team when they made it to the tournament last year. Let's take a look here. Iona, still a decent team, not as good as last season, but they beat Manhattan by 10 on the 16th of February. And then just recently, Manhattan dominated Iona by 17 on the 7th of March, last Thursday. I don't think that's going to happen again. I do think Iona will make the adjustments, so give me Iona in the win. Then finishing it off, 6-seeded Niagara taking on 11-seeded Siena on the 15th of January. Siena upset Niagara on the road by 5. Big time upset. That was at Niagara. And then Niagara did bounce back, beat Siena last Thursday by 7 points. And yeah, I do have Niagara winning this one again. There's a reason why Siena's down at the bottom and Niagara is at an 11-9 mark in conference play. Give me Niagara. Sorry, I'm having the hiccups a little bit here. Probably from trying to pronounce the Canisius name. But anyway, moving on. So this is going to be like this. So the top 2 seeds will play on Wednesday. Then the next 4 and 5 and 3 and 6 will play on Thursday. So just to give the 1 seeds a little bit of a extra day off, if of course, or whoever wins, of course. But we do have Quinnipiac taking on Mount St. Mary's. Mount St. Mary's actually beat Quinnipiac pretty good by 17 on the 10th of February. But then Quinnipiac won by 14 on the 25th of January. So an interesting game. Mount St. Mary's is coming off a tough matchup. Quinnipiac, I believe that was their last loss, was to Mount St. Mary's. No, it was to Fairfield, but still pretty close. I do like Quinnipiac in this matchup over a Mount St. Mary's team that's coming off an 8 versus 9 game matchup, a tough matchup. So give me the 1 seed in the win. Then moving on, we have Rider taking on St. Peter's. Um, we got. Sorry, but we got St. Peter's on the 25th. Ryder did beat St. Peter's by 5. 25th of January. That was at Ryder. Or that was at St. Peter's, sorry. Then on the 7th, Ryder did also beat St. Peter's by 5 as well. So Ryder did beat them both times they played. That's why they own the tiebreaker. I always say it's tough to beat a team 3 times in a row or 3 times in 1 year, but I do have Ryder winning this one. Ryder's on a 7-game winning streak right now. St. Peter's has lost 2 straight. With all that being said, I don't think St. Peter's is going to be able to get it done. So give me Ryder. Then we got Fairfield taking on. Oh wait, sorry. Okay, we jumped ahead a little bit. So this was the Thursday game. This now is the Wednesday game. We got Fairfield versus Iona. 2 versus a 7. I got on the 2nd of February, Iona did win at home by 9. And that was their only matchup, I believe, yeah. So it's a big-time game. I do have Fairfield winning, though. Iona's coming off a first matchup, which is going to be tough for them to bounce back and beat a very solid Fairfield team. So give me Fairfield in the win. Okay, and then we get to jumping back ahead in time to the Thursday game. Marist taking on Niagara. We take a look here. Niagara did win on the 26th of January by 5. And then on the just recently, Marist just won by a point on the 9th, the Saturday. Interesting game here. You know what? Give me Niagara in the upset, a 6/3 here. I do think they'll be able to bounce back after a difficult loss. They split the season series. It seems like Niagara has given Marist some troubles, and these two are neck and neck in the standings anyway. So give me the 6-seeded upset. All right, we got 1-seeded Quinnipiac taking on 4-seeded Ryder in the semifinals. And then we got on the 5th of January, Quinnipiac won by 4 against Ryder. That was at Quinnipiac. And then on the 25th, though, Ryder won by 10. Interesting game. Could Quinnipiac lose here? I'm honestly going to go with Ryder. They're on a big-time winning streak. I know Quinnipiac is as well, but I do like Ryder, just the 4 seed to go with the win there. Riding the wave. Give me Ryder. All right, Fairfield taking on Niagara now. 2 versus a 6. We got on this 12th, Niagara dominated Fairfield by 14. That was at Niagara. And Niagara beat Fairfield on the road by 2 on the 16th. So Niagara's going to have to beat Fairfield 2 times in 1 year, or 3 times in 1 year. Not only that, but I am going to go with Fairfield here. Fairfield has an extra day of rest. Niagara's going to have to be going, playing a first game, then they get a rest, but then playing a tough Marist team, then going back and playing Fairfield. I do think it adds up there that night that Fairfield will be able to get the win. So we do have a championship game between 2-seeded Fairfield taking on 4-seeded Ryder. We take a look here. On the 8th of February, Fairfield dominated Ryder by 17. And I believe that was their only matchup. I believe that might have been Ryder's last loss. All right. No, that was not their last loss. They lost to Marist one of those times. But I gotta go with Fairfield here. You know that game says a lot that they dominated them. I know Ryder's on a 7-game winning streak. They go a long way, but I don't think it'll be enough. Give me the 2 seed Fairfield to win it all. All right. Anyway, guys, thank you all for watching my video today. Comment down below your predictions here. Anyway, guys, peace out.